Hello, welcome to our one online webinar today. So I see that people are coming in, and I really don't want to start a little bit later because we really have great speakers today. Lots of participants, lots of registries today, registrations for the webinar. So very, very pleased to welcome you all to the WAPES and the World of Public Employment Services webinar, where we will today explore the South Korean labor market and the role of the South Korean Employment Information Service, which is called CASE. And very, very happy to have our presenters today here. So just real quick, my name is Nicole Clovis, and I'm a consultant. I have the pleasure of being your moderator today. I'm consultant and seconded from the Bundesagentur from Germany, which is the German Public Employment Service. And I'm also assisted today by my colleague Ulf Norman. He's seconded by the Swedish Public Employment Service, Arbetsförmedlingen, and he will take care of your questions that you might have today and that you can also put in the chat. And he's also helping us that the technicalities are working properly today. So the webinar will last 1 hour as we usually do, and it will be conducted in English, but you also have the opportunity to listen to this webinar in French and Spanish. If you click on the globe below, so then you can choose your interpretation language. It might also be hidden a little bit in the more button, as it is for me. So there is a button that says more, and there you can also choose for your interpretation preferences. We're also recording this webinar, and it will be distributed and put on our website later on in case you have friends or colleagues that missed this morning session. So microphones are muted, cameras are taken off. So, but I can see already some hellos and good mornings in the chat, and you can really, we really encourage you to use the chat also for questions that you might have, or just the conversations and saying hello like you're already doing. And I want to move now on to our two main speakers of the day, which I'm very, very pleased to have here today. So we have first, the colleague from the Korean Public Employment Service, Dr. Sang-yeon Lee. He's not only acting as the head of the Bureau of Planning and Strategy, but also acts on behalf of the Asian WAPES Pacific Region Vice President. He has researched employment service for 25 years at the Ministry of Employment Labor of KIS, and he received a PhD in Human Resource Management at the University of Korea Tech. We also have a second speaker today, Dr. Ka-yeol Park. Dr. Park is a research fellow of Youth and Middle-Aged Employment Service Division of KIS, affiliated with the Ministry of Employment and Labor of Korea. He has been researching employment support programs, future job studies, and career networks for occupation and workers for 24 years. Without further ado, I would love to give the word over to Dr. Lee first, who will do his presentation. And I also want to mention that the questions specifically raised to Dr. Lee could be asked really after the presentation, and the same thing for Dr. Park. So you can ask your question after Dr. Park is done with his presentation. If we don't have time left for your questions, don't worry, we can answer them in written form as we usually do after all our webinar sessions. Our presenters will be happy to answer them later also for you. All right, without further ado, Dr. Lee, I give the word over to you.
Thank you, Nicole. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's my great pleasure and privilege to introduce PASS of Korea as an Employment and Welfare Process Center and Korea Employment Information Service. So PASS of Korea is under the Ministry of Employment and Labor. With the basic information for you, we have about 28.8 million economically active population. And among them, last August, we have 564,000 unemployed people, which is 1.9% of unemployment rate. It's a historically lowest record, even in Korean history. And employment participant rate is 69.8%. You heard about the title, name of our job center as Employment Welfare Plus Center. It is a very unique name, as you can see. And it is also very unique model in the world. So I should say about why we put our job center name as Employment Welfare Plus Center. We changed our model of service about a decade ago now. We thought about the people who far away from labor market, most vulnerable groups, have tended to have multiple barriers to get near labor market. They have health issues, financial issues, sometimes they are homeless. So to solve these multiple problems of the unemployed, especially in a vulnerable group, that we need the more complex service at one place together. So we bring our partners and other ministry and local government into job centers and working together. So Ministry of Welfare in a local government send a welfare specialist. Also some other local government job centers coming into the job centers and working together. And we have about 174 this employment welfare plus center around the country, and 5,200 officers are working in the job centers. I want to explain a little bit of detail of our services. Our service classified comprehensive service, local customized service, specialized service for each target, welfare service, and financial service. So this is all of very complicated services provided in one step at a one-stop service at the Employment Welfare Plus Center. The participant agencies are our job center under the Ministry of Employment Labor, and the city, county, district job centers, women new job centers, new jobs for middle-aged center, veterans support center, welfare officers at the local municipality, and microfinancial supportive centers are working together in one place. Our services and main task of the Employment Center of unique, original of employment and Ministry of Employment and Labor is employment support management team, provide job placement, career counseling. And another team is unemployment benefit team. So they provide unemployment benefit. And you can see that the interesting title called National Employment Support Team, which is an unemployment assistance program we introduced a couple of years ago. On the top of unemployment benefit, we want to increase more beneficiary to the people. So we extended our unemployment insurance system. And so even they are not covered by unemployment insurance, we still provide some protection as under the program of National Employment Support Program. And we have also employer support team. And lastly, all the government provided vocational training is under the Employment Center. We want, especially 2 years ago, we introduced new style of the services we call Job Seeker Leave Guarantee Package Service, also Employer Leave Guarantee Package Services. We are helping as a multiple group of officers, helping one unemployed people, or helping small and medium-sized corporations who have difficulties finding their proper employers. And one of the program looks like it's more like a modular-based program. It's it consists with increased motivation of the job seekers, and next stage goes like career choice, and the other stage goes the job search skill, and then later on we are helping to adapt to workplaces. It's a one packaged program provide individual based on one-on-one counseling, so that we call this job seeker repackaged program. And it is our major core of new programs. Now we are going to explain, I'm going to explain more about the case, what we are doing under the system of employment welfare plus center of employment and welfare, Ministry of Employment and Labor. We are kind of supporting role for the major IT system of Ministry of Employment and Labor, such as job placement network, unemployment insurance network, also human resource development network. As well as we do labor market research and career counseling related research. So basically case is R&D organization with a lots of information system. Our vision is leading organization of digital-based employment information for linking workers and jobs. And digital is highlighted because last year we put digital as a new concept of our organization. So digital transition is one of our key target goal. The major information system of case is job matching system, WorkNet, and unemployment insurance system, EI, vocational training system, HRDNet. Also, we have many foreign workers working in Korea, so we have a system for EPS. And recently, year 2021, we set it up the new center called Big Data Center, more likely excavate digital technologies. It consists with 17 staff, 6 PhD, and 11 software engineers. 6 PhD consists of 1 business management and 1 statistician, 1 economist, and 3 computer scientists. And they are researching the new technology into our IT system using such as big data, AI, machine learning. The WorkNet is our major job matching platform using inner job center, employment welfare plus centers are using. And I show shortly the milestone of WorkNet. Year 1987, we have a text-based job placement service. Year 1998, we introduced web-based WorkNet. Year 2010, I believe we are the one of the most first introducer of a mobile application-based service. Year 2013, we developed a master database management system, put these separate UI, job matching, HLD as a one big database. And then year 2019, we introduced chatbot service. Year 2020, we introduced AI job matching service. 21, AI job care service. Now year 2024, we are introducing Employment 24. I'll explain more about what is Employment 24. WorkNet is like a job matching platform of Korea. So we are about 5.5 million applications were downloaded and people are using daily. 900,000 people, almost a million people are visiting and using this application to searching for the job. And then mobile WorkNet look like this. The red dot in your screen is it's you, and green dot is the jobs around you. This is really interesting program. So if you click the green button, you can see what are the job opportunities near around you. And we developed AI job matching service year 2020. We have a small video clip. You see what it is. AI. 내가 할게.
It's so tough to find a job that's right for me. Don't search for job posting. Get recommendations. WorkNet AI Job Recommendation is a service that automatically recommends suitable jobs. By analyzing the job skills of individuals such as majors, certifications, job training, career and experience based on resumes registered by job seekers through AI technology, and analyzes information preferred by similar job seekers through AI and big data technology. AI job recommendations are immediately available on the main screen after logging in to WorkNet. First, click on AI job recommendation on the WorkNet main screen. When you access the AI job recommendation screen, you can check the full list of recommended jobs, the newly recommended jobs today, and the list of jobs already viewed. The list of recommended jobs consists of private job postings, such as WorkNet jobs, Job Korea, and Incorrect, and open recruitment job postings from major corporations, public institutions. By clicking on that list, you can check detailed information on both WorkNet and private job postings. On the right side of the screen, a job recommendation service is provided by subject based on the user's preference, desired occupation, region, etc., and usage type. Users will be provided with jobs in the most preferred subjects for their age group, and will be recommended jobs by subject. Subjects recommended for their age group are as follows. At the right part of the job information screen, users can also find the recommended jobs provided by the AI Job Recommendation Service. Services provided in this area include today's recommended jobs by subject based on user preference usage, and most viewed jobs by desired occupation. Have a problem finding a job? Don't search for job posting. Let WorkNet's AI Job Recommendation Service do the work for you.
Yeah, that's about AI job matching, and it's pretty much used by our clients. And then year 2021, we developed AI-based job care service. This career counseling support service. I'll also show some video clip for you.
From job preparation to career advancement for young adults, job seekers, incumbents, and mid-career professionals, anyone can get themselves ready with job care. In the movie Iron Man, Jarvis is Tony Stark's trusted sidekick, embodying the epitome of AI assistant. While watching the movie, I imagined how great it would be to have an AI like that. But could AI help you prepare for a job? This question became the impetus to develop Job Care. Job Care is a customized, data analytics-driven job search and career development support service that assists individuals in their career choices, development, and job preparation throughout their lives. Number 1, skills competency info. Based on your profile, Job Care analyzes 19 million resumes and 5.8 million job postings on WorkNet to provide you with a variety of information and objectively diagnose your level. Number 2, career paths. We provide information on majors, certifications, skills, training, and related majors that can fill the skills gap. Number 3, job market information. It provides various labor market information, including job competition rates, credentials demand, and minimum education level for your chosen career. In the past, job seekers would visit an employment agency to get counseling and prepare for a job. Job Care now allows job seekers to prepare themselves for employment. Job Care is available on WorkNet. Access WorkNet today. Register your resume and follow the roadmap designated up by Job Care. JobCare is an AI and big data-driven career management system. The job that people want is the future that the Korea Employment Information Service dreams of.
That's about the AI job care. And today, ChatGPT is a propellant. A lot of people are using ChatGPT for the developing resume or preparing interview. So we are researching on how to incorporate this ChatGPT with the career counseling. The next is Employment 24. As I introduced, we have a separate system, WorkNet, job matching, UI, and HLDNet, vocational training. We put all these big major IT system as one SaaS system. Already we've done, and physically we made an implement welfare plus center. We also want that all these huge database in one place. At the top, on the top of that, we want really make cyber job centers. So all the application, all the administration process should be done in the mobile phone. That's Implement 24, and we developed it, and it will launch next week officially. Thank you very much. So Nicole, could you take the questions for me?
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Lee. Can you all hear me? Good, perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee, first for your really in-depth presentation on the South Korean Public Employment Service and how you deal with transforming your public employment service into a digital information tool for job seekers, especially, and make it more convenient to reach out and to get more information. So that was really, really nice and a really good deep dive for us. So I see we don't have any questions Ulf in the chat, so please, this is the time to raise your questions in the chat. And Ulf, I guess you have a question for Dr. Lee.
Yes, I really do. And thank you very much, Dr. Lee. It was a very good presentation. And it's very impressive to see your development throughout the years. And I hope to be able to continue following the development in South Korea. And I think that it's really a good example for many PESs all over the world to adopt this digital development. And my question is actually, you were talking about you use a lot of artificial intelligence for your services, and I would like to know if you compare services given by AI to services given by human interface. Can you see any differences in results? Are customers more satisfied with AI services or human-based services?
Well, it is not easy to compare. Actually, I'm researching on the result from AI, ChatGPT, and the result from our career counselor service. It will be done, but I had a feeling that this AI is right now at this moment is very subsidiary, supportive system for helping our career counselors. So it's not like competing issues. It's like working together, using AI so that we can provide much deeper, much convenient service to our clients. Okay, but still we are researching on who is better for the client.
And it will be really interesting to see what you the results from your studies. That would be really, really interesting. Thank you very much, Dr. Lee.
Thank you.
Yes. I think we have some more time for another question, and I see that there is also something in the chat already.
Yes. That's right. We have a question. First of all, thank you again for your presentation. Could you please let us know what were the reactions of your employees, careers counselors in the case to this implementation?
Well, that's very important. But the staff at the job center in Korean context, they're very accustomed with the technological breakthrough. As you can see, the milestone of IT technology. So they are waiting for new technology coming in. They want to test. They are participating in the testing program, pilot program, and then they give us a lot of ideas and something we need to fix it. So we are working closely with our staff at the job center, employee at the job center, our career counselor. So it's the process working also together, our team in case, also in the field, so to make better service to client. That's our ultimate goals. And the employee at the job center clearly know why we are doing this, bringing new technology. Especially think about the number of staff at the job center in Korea is only 5,200, very limited number of the staff to provide the full scale of the people in Korea, even though we have a very low unemployment rate, but still it's a lot of tasks. So if you get some of the help from IT technology, actually it's very helpful for all of us. So I believe that the staff at the job center is taking this IT technology in a positive way.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know, Nicole, do we have the time for another question?
Yes, we do. If we have some other questions, we do have time.
One of our participants would like to ask about the system development and improvement activities. At what intervals do you ensure that the system makes data updates and background coding and design changes? And how many people do you have at a team for this work?
Yes, very good question. We have about 200 staff on IT sector. Engineers are working. Also we have a outside vendor work together, and well, every day we fixed our program. So it's like real time. If we open our claim from clients, and then our department of customer counseling satisfaction team received any call from our call center, received any complaint or some request from the field, we put it on IT team, and then they fixed it right away. But the major breakthrough, new technology, takes like 3 or 4 years sometimes, but we are daily updating our system to provide the most convenient for our clients.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, Nicole.
Well, yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Lee, for the very much in-depth provided information, and especially answering of the new advancement of technology. So thank you so much. If we have some time left over, we can also go for another question maybe later. But I would like to invite now Dr. Park as our next speaker, as he will be talking about the very important topic on youth employment policies and services. So thank you so much, Dr. Lee. Please stay with us, and I give the word over to you, Dr. Park.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, it's my time. Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Before we dive into the presentation, I want to thank you all for having me as a panelist for this great seminar. A special thank you to Nicole and the rest of the team making this event happen. So today I'll be talking about youth employment policies and services in South Korea, focused on the Youth Challenges Support Program. When I was younger, I heard a saying, when a tangerine crosses the river, it becomes a bitter orange. It means even the best systems face challenges when applied in different contexts. Despite that, I hope my presentation today can offer some useful insights for your own policy development. A quick intro about me. I taught psychology at the Naval Academy of ROK during my mandatory military service. Since 2020, I've worked at this organization. Dr. Lee explained. So please note this explanation I will share today on my own. This is not the official stance of my company. All right. Let's check out the table of contents. So first, I will give you a quick overview of my country, but it is very short. Next, I will dive into the infrastructure and current status of youth employment policies and services. I will call it WAPES. After that, I'll focus on the main topic today, the achievements and implication of Youth Challenges Support Program. To wrap up, I will some results from the YCSP analysis and discuss their implications for policy. Let's move on, chapter 1. As you know, South Korea's official name is the Republic of Korea. It is located on the southern part of the Korean Peninsula in East Asia. Our population is about 51.7 million, and our GDP is around 1.72 trillion US dollars. South Korea's history spans from ancient kingdoms through the Korean War, leading to impressive post-war economic growth and transformation into a modern democracy and global economic power. Its cultural traditions, influenced by Confucianism, Buddhism, and shamanism. Recently, Korea has gained global recognition for its entertainment, fashion, and technology, known as the Korean Wave or Hallyu. So I think this webinar is a great starting point for tackling and leading changes in the world of work. As you know, the world of work is being shaped by things like smart digital technologies, really low birth rates and an aging population, and environment challenges such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Here is a more detailed STEEP analysis. STEEP stands for society, technology, economy, environment, and politics. It's a tool we can use to forecast future trends. So due to time constraints, I'll skip the details for now. Let's move on to chapter 2, infrastructure and current status of WAPES. I'd also like to quickly introduce my company and the Ministry of Employment and Labor, but very shortly. So first, here is the organizational chart of the Ministry of Employment and Labor of Korea. The Youth Employment Policy Bureau highlighted in blue. It is responsible for overseeing youth employment policies. Next, please refer to the organizational chart of my company. So CASE started out as the National Central Employment Stabilization Center. Wow. Under the Ministry of Labor in 1979, it was rebranded as CASE in 26 and moved to Chungbuk Innovative City in 2014. Nowadays, as a key part of national agenda, so MOEL, Ministry of Employment and Labor, launched an AI chatbot service. Just Dr. Lee explained it in details, so I will pass. Here are the main goals for WAPES. So the first one, tailored job support for youth. This focuses on boosting youth employment services by getting students involved early, providing career guidance, and offering meaningful work experiences. Second, fair opportunities for youth to advance. This aims to re-engage youth and create a support system specifically for vulnerable groups. So Korea youth employment rate is below the OECD average, mainly because there's a mismatch between the skills and what employers need. This gap between education and the job market leads to significant social costs, as you know. So, as of July 2024, here is the state of youth employment. The youth employment rate fell to 46.5%, down by 0.5% from last year. However, the employment rate rose to 72%, and youth unemployment dropped to 5.5%. But these seemingly positive numbers are a bit misleading because more young people are classified as being just in rest rather than actively looking for work. So the government, working with the relevant militaries, has set up these measures. The main focus is to provide step-by-step support to help youth. There's a quick specific tasks support at every stage: enrollment, employment, and job seeking. Help for vulnerable youth based on their specific needs. All right, let's move on to chapter 3, achievements and implications of YCSP. Here are the core aspects of Youth Challenge Support Program. The background of this program is that COVID-19 led to fewer employed youth and more young people becoming economically inactive. The goal is to help young people who are struggling with employment or are disengaged from the job market. The program is delivered through a collaboration between central and local governments, as well as youth centers using a region-based cooperation framework. Here is a quick look at the performance analysis study for the youth challenge support program. We are looking at YCSP participants who started between June and July 2023. We used the online survey to gather data. Our analysis includes comparing responses before and after the program and calculating cohort effect size. Here is a quick statistics on the participants. Average age 29 years old, NEET duration 22 to 23 months, gender ratio about 70% female, education must have a bachelor degree or higher, around 72%. And the analysis shows participants in this program saw significant improvement in the psychological status, social relationships, and career employment status after joining, and these changes were statistically significant. So when it comes to the effectiveness for all participants, we saw significant improvements in psychological state, especially among males and those living in non-capital regions. And the most notable improvements in social relationships were seen among male participants. Our findings show that the biggest impact of the program was on career and employment competencies. This effect was particularly strong among male participants, those from non-capital regions and those aged 30 to 34 and 35 and above. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, I can dive into the results based on different types of YCSP. Let's move on the final. Here are a summary of the analysis results. First, the youth in the YCSP spent about 23 months not looking for jobs in formal education or vocational training. Main reasons for being NEET included health issues, repeated job search failures, uncertainty about careers, and low motivation. Second, the biggest psychological changes were improvements in daily life skills, increased independence, and more confidence in handling tough situations. Third, long-term program participants saw more noticeable changes in their social relationships compared to those in short-term programs. Participants in the Challenge Plus program, which is 5 months, experienced positive changes due to regular interactions with empathetic peers and consultants. Fourth, career and employment skills improved more for those in the long-term program than for those in the short-term program. Let's move on to the final part of this presentation. First, the reasons for staying NEET can vary for each individual. It's crucial to keep enhancing tailored programs and offer proactive counseling right from the start of the YCSP. Second, regular activities and successful experiences through the YCSP have positively affected participants' psychological states. They are more optimistic about their futures and they are likely to stay engaged in society rather than isolating themselves after the program. To maintain these positive changes and help them transition smoothly into the job market, we need to strengthen follow-up services after the program ends. Third, we need to improve the working conditions and expertise of counselors who build strong relationships with participants and ensure official follow-up after the program ends. It's also important to link up with other employment programs like the Youth Growth Project or the Future Tomorrow Work Experience Program. Fourth, youth with longer need periods tended to improve their career exploration and job skills through the program, while those with shorter need periods. So it's crucial to tailor the program based on how long participants have been need and their individual needs. As you know, the future of work will unfold just as we imagine it. Let's build it with good intentions and purpose. I really hope this webinar is just the beginning. Thank you all for your attention and support. I look forward to meeting again someday. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Park, for sharing valuable data also on youth employment and unemployment, especially in South Korea. I think it's also a really important indicator for understanding the labor market and the challenges that you talked about that young people are facing. So just wondering, Ulf, are we having some questions from participants to Dr. Park that we might
Yes.
know?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. First of all, thank you very much, Dr. Park, for your presentation, very informative presentation. And we got some questions regarding the proportion of young people in the workforce in Korea. Could you tell us more about the proportion of young people?
As you know, in Korea, the education is very important for young people. So a lot of young generation go to the higher education, such as university or college. So very few youth get into the labor market in early time. So the ratio is very low, lower than OECD average.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
And is Korea, like other developed countries, affected by the aging of the active population? And this difficulty, is it creating young people difficulties to get into the labor market? Or is there a risk for skills shortage?
So I think it is the transition period, as you know. So Korean aging people is rising up now. So, but it is transition period. So young people do not have the opportunities for their jobs. So I think this is the mixed up period. I think so. Okay.
Thank you very much. And I have another question here. First of all, they're thanking you for your presentation, and it was very interesting to hear about the effective program YSCP. Could you
Yes.
please let us know the frequency of interventions of employment counselors to the participants during 23 months?
So the program is very structured program. So the counselor is managing the counselor managed to the all program. The program is made up of the basic life skills or the job searching, and a lot of job skills. But as you know, the NEET youth are unable to quickly to find their jobs because they do not have the motivation for the job. So the first stage, the counselor or consultant emphasize the rapport with them because it is based on the residual of program success. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think we have time for one more question, Nicole, or maybe two
Yes,
even.
yes. It really depends how long we need to answer, but then we really have time for one or more two questions, even to Dr. Lee. So please raise your questions in the chat if you have more questions. So we have really some time left, so don't worry.
Great. We have one more question here to Dr. Park, and that, do you have any special program for how do you say, first-time job seekers without any experience? Do you have any program to facilitate their access to the labor market?
Actually, I think all the people who seek for the job, the first stage, the need and motivation is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And then if someone have the motivation for job seeking, then the job searching skills or a lot of resume writing or job interview is needed. So the first stage need the motivation, especially for the need youth, youth need. Yeah.
In addition to Dr. Park's exploration,
thank you.
every school, like high school, college, has career counselors in the school.
Okay.
So periodically, they meet those counselors from the schooling. And then if they come to the labor market, at the job center is also helping those people with the very intensive program. They meet periodically. If the students, graduate participate those program, they meet like once in a month schedule.
Okay.
Depends on the personal situation. So one-on-one in-depth counseling goes on until they get employed.
Okay.
These youths are very important asset for Korea, as Korea is rapidly aging country. So this is our really important groups. That's why the Dr. Park, said this is a very urgent or also very high level of agenda of our Ministry of Employment and Labor.
Great, thank you very much. And I think we also have, I just need to scroll back. Let's see. Yes, we have one question for Dr. Lee. Also, could you please develop this question? Sorry, why did you develop all these components yourself when these tools were mostly already available at COTS, commercial off the shelf? This would have allowed a much faster implementation. Why did you decide to develop it yourself?
Well, from in early 1998, we joined this organization. We strongly feel benchmark from our colleagues in Europe and other countries. Also, we are the research-oriented organization. Confront challenges with their unemployment, also career counseling program, and sort of labor market analysis. So, but in somehow we keep building up ourselves to do give answer to the labor market. I don't know, but we didn't intend to do it, but it happened in that way. So yeah. Go ahead, Park.
May I have a question answer? So I think my country government office are very diligent. So, so they wanna, I think they wanna dive into the AI tools into our PS systems. So, okay.
Perfect.
The background
Thank you very much.
is over there. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think I hand over the floor to Nicole.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ulf. And thank you so much really to the both of you for your really great presentations, Dr. Lee and Dr. Park, for providing also valuable insights on the labor market from both of you on use overall and also technology advancement. It was really, really enlightening. And I think also the community of WAPES and the members and the participants really, really appreciate the input that you gave today. So I know we have always some time constraints, so at times really always short. But any questions that were not answered today, we will be answering via written form. We will also share the recordings and the presentations later on. So to all of the registered people here today, so don't worry, you will get everything later. And like I said, questions will be also answered later. So we really, really very, very much appreciation to both of you, also to the interpreters, to you all. Thank you so much. And yes, I hope you all enjoyed this seminar today. I put already in the chat the next upcoming seminars, webinars that we will be holding. Please register, please spread the word. They are open to everyone, so everyone can enjoy this great opportunity to get to know other countries and their public employment services and their labor market. So before we leave, I would also love to invite you all in the end to also complete the satisfaction survey. That would be really great because it helps us also to develop these webinars and to contribute to your wishes and make this a little bit better. So thank you so much. Thank you so much again, also for everyone, since it's late for you already, Dr. Park and Dr. Lee. It's 6 o'clock already in your country, nighttime. So really appreciate you staying up late and working diligently on this. And yeah, wish all the participants a wonderful day, night, or evening, or whatever the time might be for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye. Thank you
Bye.
very much.
Thank you.